Hi folks, sorry I can't be here today. I am at home with a sick kid. Our learning targets today, throughout this research process really, are going to be trying to answer the question, how does a quality researcher write about a person who showed individuality, courage, and leadership? And how we're going to answer that question is by gathering relevant information from multiple print and digital sources by using search terms, assessing the credibility and accuracy of each source using the CRAP test, sharing our research findings in our own words while avoiding plagiarism, and then citing our research using MLA-style citations. So our plan today is that we're going to be in the lab researching, and what I'd like you to do is jump in with body paragraph number 2. So what you're going to do is you're going to be looking for sources, glance through it, make sure it's got the right information that you need, check it using the CRAP test, and remember that's checking to see, is the site current? Does it have relevant details that are going to help you with your research? Who's the author? Are they actually knowledgeable about the topic that you're researching? Is the information accurate? Does it match up with other things that you found? And is the purpose of the website or the information to inform? It's not looking to sell you anything, but it gives you information about your person. If it has that information, so it's got good info and it passes the CRAP test, then you're going to move on to step 2, which is to record your source info, and you'll do that on your yellow source info sheet. There's directions on one side of the sheet for how to fill it out, and then on the back side there's room for up to 3 sources. If you need more source sheets, you can certainly have more than one. Just see the teacher for help. And then your last step will be to actually write notes for each fact that you find, and of course make sure to record where you got that information from. For finding credible sources, if you don't want to have to work out the CRAP test piece on your own, you can go ahead and use these credible sources. The World Book and the Grolier are both the online encyclopedias that we looked at yesterday in class. I put a direct link to those in Google Classroom, so if you don't want to have to go hunting for it on your own, you can head to Google Classroom and find the direct link right there. Again, this is the information that you're going to write down on the source sheet. There's a spot for giving it a number, so I called this one source number 2 because it was the second source that I found. It's an online encyclopedia. Down at the bottom, they gave me information about the author, Neil Milbert, so I put that in the author's last name and first name. Sometimes you might have a corporate author instead, which would be like a business name. So if it's history.com authors or history.com editors, you would put that in the last name section. Then Jackie Robinson is the title of the article, so I put that into the article title section. World Book Student goes under the encyclopedia title. World Book is the publisher of that encyclopedia. This one was published back in 2015, and the access date that I accessed it was back in April of 2015, so I put that date there. For the URL, the web address there, if you go to goo.gl, goo.gl, I'll put a link to it in Google Classroom, that'll shorten the URL. So instead of having to write down this great big World Book Online business, I can write down this much shorter version of the website. So goo.gl is a good place to go. Some other research helpful hints. If you use Control X, that will cut things from like the web address, it would cut that. Control C is a way to copy the web address. So if I go to goo.gl and I want to copy a URL into it, I would do Control C to copy the website, and then I would Control V, paste it into goo.gl. Control F is one of my favorite features, not just because it starts with a letter F like favorite, but because it is a Control F for finding information. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then some search ideas as you guys are looking today. I would look for things like your person's name, so Jackie Robinson and his best accomplishment, or Jackie Robinson's achievements, or Jackie Robinson and why he or she is famous. So those are the types of things that I would try to seek out when looking for what are they best known for. Again, that Control F feature, if you do Control F, it'll bring up this little window here on your screen, and then you can type into that little window what you want it to search for. So if I want to find more about the civil rights movement, because that's what Dr. King is famous for, I could do Control F and type in civil, and then that's going to highlight every time that word appears on that website. If I use the arrow key, the little arrow keys, that'll point me down to the next time that civil was used in that website. That's part of what I love about Control F, so please make sure that you try to use that sometime today. So again, our plan for the day is to find at least 3 credible sources between today and Friday. Remember, Wikipedia is not credible, so if you go to Google and the first thing that comes back is the stuff on the side of Google, that's actually from Wikipedia, so that cannot count as your credible source. At least one of your sources needs to be a print source, and the online encyclopedias World Book and Grolier, both of those do count as a print source since they do have a book version of both of those websites. Record your information on the source sheets that are provided, take some notes, and I would focus my energy today on body paragraph 2. I know that seems a little bit strange to start with number 2, but that's more explicit information. It's going to be easier to find that information. So focus in on what did your person accomplish, what are they best known for. At the end of the hour today, I'd like you to go into Socrative, and the room name is Kelm. I just want to check in and know where are you at with your research. So if you could do that before you leave, that would be super. Otherwise, my expectation is that you're going to be at your assigned spot and working hard today. Hope to see you tomorrow.